Okay, now to continue, we are going to discuss how junction field effect transistor operates. So here we are going to talk about the operation behind the junction field effect transistor. So sabi niya dito sa lecture, the amount of current flow depends upon two factors. This is according sa construction ng isang JFET. Number one is yung value daw ng drain source voltage, VDS, as well as yung drain source resistance designated as RDS. So in a JFET, the source current I sub S and the drain current ID are the same. Pareho lang daw yun. Okay? That comes from the fact na isolated class yung ating gate. So, ibig sabihin ng isolated yung gate, ibig sabihin walang current class na nanggagaling sa mga gate terminals natin. Ayan, IS to class kasi source. Ayan. So, kung walang napasok na current dito sa gate, ibig sabihin yung IS hindi siya nadadagdagan. Diba? So, that is actually opposite of what we are introduced sa BJT. Kasi, tatandaan, sa BJT class, yung collector current natin is equal sa emitter current plus the base current. And we say, di ba, madalas yung base current natin, it's in order of microampere. Ibig sabihin, masyado na siyang mababa. This is very low. Kaya, we make the assumption lang siya, di ba, na yung IC is equal to IE. Kasi masyado nang mababa yung IB, wala na siya masyadong effect. This is for bipolar junction transistors. Pero, pagkarating dito class sa FET, ayan, sigurado na tayo class, na yung IS ay equal sa ID or better yet, no, baliktad, ID is equal to IS. Para analogous siya class dito sa BJT. Ayan. Yung ID is equal to IS kasi IG class is really equal to 0 milliamperes. Okay? So, di ba, ayan, mamaya, pag-usapan natin yun. Okay? Ayan. So, bakit nagiging zero class or walang ambag yung IG natin? That's a consequence of JFET's very high input impedance. Ayan. So, kapagka naglalagay tayong class ng, say for example, ayan, current source dito sa gate, ayan, kahit class, ayan, may ambag na current itong voltage source na 'to, hindi pa rin yan class makakaapekto dun sa ID natin. Kasi yung JFET, masyadong malaki yung input impedance niya na yung current na nanggagaling dito sa battery na naka-attach kay gate, hindi na siya nagsusurvive. Okay? Hindi na siya lumalagpas. Nahaharangan na siya class. Okay? Yan. So, that is a very important concept that you have to remember when dealing with JFET. The drain current is simply equal to the source current. Next. Yan. Okay, ito lang yun. Yung sinabi ko kanina. Yan. Okay. Next, gate action. Sabi niya dito, the drain supply voltage VDD reverse biases both PN junctions, which results in a zero gate current. So, dito class, yung VDD natin, that is analogous dun sa VCC natin sa BJT. Okay? Analogous. So, kapag ka naglalagay daw tayo ng supply dito sa drain natin, DC supply, ang nagiging effect nun is, nire-reverse bias niya class yung PN junction natin. So, sabi natin, typically, naka-short class yung gate natin and then naka-connect sa source. This is ground, so this is 0 volts. So, dun sa P natin na side, 0 volts. And then, dito sa N channel natin, kung saan nakadikit si drain, ayan, may 15 volts. So, mas positive class yung N natin. That's a reverse bias. Okay? So, ano naging effect? Nagkakaroon class ngayon ng PN junction na ganito yung shape niya. Okay? So, at this point, meron pa ring current class na nag-flow. Okay? So, yung current na yun yung current from the source. Yeah. And then, dito sa ID, and then from the previous slide, we said ID is simply equal to IS. Okay? Dahil class, mataas yung reverse bias din, nagkakaroon or wala class, okay, walang napapasok na IG or gate current. So, 0 yan. Yung reverse bias na yun class, yun yung nagko-contribute sa mataas na input impedance. Okay? Yung reverse bias na yun, okay, na depletion region acts as a very high resistance to the point na wala nang nakakadaloy na kuryente dun. Okay? Yan. Very high. Yan. Lagyan natin ng isa pang arrow para very high. Okay? That results to a zero gate current. So the voltage distribution over the length of the channel makes the width of the depletion layer wider near the top of the channel and narrower at the bottom. Kaya kas, ganito yung shape ng ating depletion region. Kung mapapansin ninyo, sa top layer, mas sumisikip yung channel natin with compare dito sa ating lower part. Yan. So parang wedge shape daw siya yung ating depletion layer. Now, current still flows there. Okay? Don't be fooled. Kahit na may depletion layer, meron pa rin class nagpa-flow na current. Okay? So, nagpa-flow yung current saan? Dun sa channel natin, hindi sa depletion region class. So, alin doon yung channel or alin dito yung channel class? Yung kulay white na to. Okay? So, dito sa mga blue na yan, walang current yan na nagpa-flow. Okay? Yan. So, next tayo class, dito sa slide na to, we are shown na merong external gate bias. So, pagka ganun, sinabing external gate bias class, meron na tayong ina-apply na voltage dito sa gate. So, kanina, ayan, so wala yung voltage dito sa gate, nakakonect lang sa source, yung dalawang terminals natin. But this time, nakakonect na yung dalawang terminals, plus meron tayong nakalagay na external bias. So, yun yung pag-i-introduce natin ng negative voltage dito. Okay? So, as you can see, hindi na 0 volts class, no? Yung ating gate voltage. So, meron na siyang negative voltage. Pero, nagstay pa rin class yung VDD natin na 15 volts. So, ito, reverse bias pa rin to. Kasi mas positive pa rin yung sa N natin. Okay? Yan. So, it shows daw yung normal biasing natin for an N-channel JFET. This is normal biasing. Ibig sabihin, gusto nating mangyari to. This is the intention na biasing. Intentional na biasing natin. Where not only is the drain made positive relative to the source, but the gate is made negative relative to the source. So, ganyan class yung normal biasing or yung nararapat na biasing daw para sa isang N-channel JFET. So, sabi niya dito, yung drain natin has to be positive relative to the source. Ibig sabihin, yung drain dapat more positive siya class with compare sa source. So, drain is positive, more positive than source. Okay? Than source. Okay? And then, may isa pa. May isa pa tayong condition. Tapos daw, yung gate daw natin has to be made negative relative to the source. Kaya class, kung kung makikita nyo dito, negative yung voltage natin na nakakadikit kay gate. So, gate is more negative than source. So, dito sa example natin, ayan, typically ganito yung case natin. Yung source, grounded siya. Ibig sabihin naka-connect sa ground. Ano sabi natin kapag ka ground? 0 volts yan, class. Okay? So, kung gusto natin yung drain, mas positive siya sa source, kailangan mas malaki lang sa 0 class yung ating maging drain voltage or VDP. Kaya dito, yan, 15 volts yung kinabit niya. Yan, mas positive. Actually, super positive siya, di ba? Kasi 15. And then, kailangan din natin na yung ating gate mas negative sa source natin. So, kung yung source natin is 0 volts, para mas maging negative yung gate voltage, kailangan negative yung voltage source na ikabit natin. That means, yung ita-attach natin sa gate ay yung negative terminal ng ating battery. Ayan. Kaya dito, ayan, yun yung negative yun yung naka-attach sa gate. That way, mas negative na yung ating gate with compare sa source natin. Ayan. Nakita nyo? So, this could be negative 2, negative 1. Ayan. Depende na yan sa gusto nating value ng ID or drain current. So, the effect of the negative gate voltage is to expand the width of the depletion layers, which in turn narrows the channel. Since the channel is narrower, the drain current ID is reduced. Babawasan daw siya. By varying the gate source voltage designated VGS, ito yun. Ayan, yung negative voltage na kinabit natin. The drain current can be controlled. Yung mechanism na yun, class, yung mechanism na yun, yung pagkocontrol natin, makes the JFET a voltage-controlled current source. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, or dun sa last video natin, yan, yung JFET natin is a voltage-controlled current source. Kasi, class, yung output niya is ID. And yung nagko-control sa output na to na ID is yung ating VGS, which is a voltage. Okay, kaya voltage controlled current source. Kinokontrol natin through varying its voltage para makuha natin yung current na gusto natin or yung current source. Okay, or yung value ng current source. So the effect of the negative gate voltage is to expand the width of the depletion regions, which in turn narrows the channel. Since the channel is narrower, the drain current ID is reduced. Okay. So if VGS daw is made negative enough, the depletion layers touch, which pinches off the channel. Ito yung nangyayari doon. Ayan. Paano daw kung mas ginawa nating negative yung VGS natin? And in this case, yan, nangyari yung pinch off which nagdikit class yung dalawang depletion layers natin. Sa diagram natin dito, kulay dark gray. Ayan, dark gray kasi may dalawang gray. Yung dark gray, yun yung depletion layer. So may dalawang depletion layer tayo dito. Ayan, nagkaroon ng pinch off or nagdikit sila class. Okay? So, ano nangyari dun, class? Which pinches of the channel? The result of that is a zero drain current. Okay, so the amount of gate source voltage required to reduce the drain current ID to zero is called the gate source cutoff voltage, designated as VGS off. Okay? Tandaan nyo, class, yung pinch off voltage na yun kasi gagamitin natin yun sa isang formula na i-introduce natin mamaya. Ayan. Next, punta tayo with JFET operation. So figure 6.7 shows an N-channel JFET connected to the proper biasing voltages. So dito, may dalawa tayong constants class, IDS and VGS off. So IDSS is yung source saturated drain current. Okay? So yun yung current class na ma-achieve natin when the gate is shorted or kapag yung VGS natin is equal to 0. Okay? And then VGS off, yun yung voltage na ma-achieve natin yung tinatawag na pinch off. Yun yung VGS off. So kapag ka-class yung VGS off natin is, I'm sorry, if yung VGS natin reaches -4, mangyayari, ma-achieve natin yung pinch off or magdidikit yung dalawang depletion layers natin. Okay? So sa lahat class ng diagrams natin, sa mga problems natin, given itong IDSS and VGS off, constants kasi yan class. And that is something na makikita ninyo sa mga uh, data sheets ng mga transistor, field effect transistor. Okay? And so note that the gate is made more negative than the drain and more negative than the source to create yung depletion layer na na-depict class dun sa figure 6.6. Ayun yung kanina pinakita natin nung diniscuss natin yung conditions na kailangan para sa normal biasing. Sabi natin, 'di ba, yung drain kailangan ayan, mas positive siya sa source, so greater than the source. And then yung gate natin must be more negative than the source, kaya less than. So ito yung normal biasing condition. O ito yung ah, nandito sa ating diagram dito. So kahit wala yung value class, alam na natin agad na nasunod yung normal biasing condition kasi yung source natin grounded, 0 volts yan. Okay? And then, may VDD dito, tsaka VGG. Yung mga values na to cannot be 0 kasi may battery. Okay? So, yung battery, hindi naman yan nagsusupply class ng 0 volts. Okay? Yan. So, sabi niya dito, uh, just as various curves for IC versus VCE were established for different levels of IB, makakagawa din daw tayo ng isang curve for JFET. This time, yung gamit natin would be ID and VDS for various levels of VGS. And, yung i-develop daw natin for JFET. So, paano natin ma-achieve yun? Discuss natin dito sa slide na to. When the gate supply VGG is reduced to 0, the gate is effectively shorted to the source and VGS equals 0 volts. Okay? So, ito lang yung kanina class dun sa example natin. Okay? So, may papakita natin yan mamaya sa transfer curve natin mamaya. Ayan. Okay, ito na pala. Okay? Ayan. So, ito yung figure that shows yung graph class ng ID versus VDS for this condition, yung gate na shorted. Kapag ka-class shorted yung gate, na-achieve natin yung maximum current possible, which is yung IDSS. Yan. Ito. 10 milliampere. Yun na yung hangganan class na kaya nating i-achieve na ID kapag ka shorted yung gate natin. Ibig sabihin kapag ka shorted yung gate, walang battery sa gate. Okay, naka-connect lang yan sa source natin, 'di ba? Wala na naka-connect na battery. Kaya 0 volts siya class, 'di ba? Walang battery, ay walang voltage eh, di walang battery na naka-connect diyan. So dito, meron tayo pa ring current. Okay, may current yan class. Kaya sabi din natin dun sa start class ng discussion natin, dun sa last video, yung JFET natin is normally on. Ibig sabihin, kahit na wala tayong ginagawa class sa JFET, naka-on na siya agad-agad. Okay? So, para siya class, isang switch na nagsisimula siya ng on. Okay, ta's 'pag pinindot mo mag-o-off, okey? Dun lang siya mag-o-off. Kaya normally on yung tawag, okey? So, paano natin mava-vary class yung ating current? Kasi siyempre may mga applications tayo na hindi naman kailangan IDSS or yung maximum class yung ating current. Kasi ayan, yung nga sense nung paggamit natin ng transistor is to vary current, okey? And then yung source natin ng voltage na yun could either be um, say for example sensor siya, okey? And then kapagka may na-sense siya na value, magse-send siya ng voltage. And yung voltage na yun, directed siya sa gate ng FET na yun, okey? Pagka nangyari yun, magkakaroon ng change ng current and then puwedeng may gumanang actuator according to that current in response dun sa na-sense class ng ating sensor, okey? Yan. So, eto yung, sa 0 volts na VGS natin. Wala pa tayong ginagawang or nilalagay na battery sa gate terminal. So sabi niya dito, as VDS is increased, the drain current ID increases proportionally. Yung part na yun class is this one. From this point up to this point. So yung change niya is proportional. Ibig sabihin kung tumataas yung ID natin, ayan, I'm sorry, kung tumataas yung VDS natin, tataas din yung ating ID. So halimbawa, this is say for example, 1 volt. So dumagdag akong 2 volts. So dumagdag. So based dun sa graph natin, kung titingnan natin yung plot, ayan, tumaas din yung value ng ID, 'di ba? Nandito na siya. Eh, nung 1 volt pa lang, dito pa lang yung ID natin, 'di ba? So tumataas siya habang tumataas. Up to this point only, okey? Up to that point. Kapagka na-reach niya na daw yung voltage na tinatawag nating V sub P, which is yung 4 volts dito sa ating graph. So ano nangyayari nun? So pagkatapos niya dito sa 4 volts, as you can see yung graph natin nagiging straight line, okey, up to all values of VDS, okey? Yan. So before we proceed on that region, i-define muna natin yung region kung saan proportional yung increase, yung region between, in this case lang ha, 0 volts hanggang 4 volts, ang tawag daw natin dun ay ohmic region. So eto yun class, from this point hanggang this point. Yan. Ohmic region. Okay? And beyond that, beyond yung ohmic region class, which is from this point hanggang ayan dito, hanggang sa dulo ng walang hanggan, ayan. As you can see, yung ID natin equal na lang siya sa IDSS, 10 milliamperes for any value of VDS. Ayan. O kung titingnan natin yung plot, ayan, kung ayaw niyo maniwala, tingnan natin sa plot. Halimbawa, etong point na 'to, say for example, this is already 6 volts. So as you can see, kung titingnan natin sa plot, yung ID natin would be, yan, ito lang, 'di ba? Yung linya na 'to, 10 milliamperes. Tapos kung uusog pa ako, say for example, at this point, siguro ano na 'to, mas palit ng konti. Say for example, this is 10 volts, yan. Oh, kung lilinyahan ko pa yan para malaman ko yung value ng ID at 10 volts, oh, yun pa rin yun, 10 milliamperes pa din, 'di ba? So ano nangyari pagkatapos niya class, sa VP, sabi sa graph natin dito, puro na lang siyang 10 milliamperes, okey? So, yung tawag natin sa region na 'to is the active region. Kasi consistent na yung buga niya ng current class, hindi na nagbabago, palagi na lang siyang 10 milliamperes. And at this point, yung ating FET already acts as a current source, 'di ba? Kasi siyempre kapagka current source, gusto natin consistent yung nilalabas niyang current. Kung voltage yan, gusto natin tuloy-tuloy or pare-pareho yung labas niya ng voltage, ganun din sa current source. So at the active region, yung ating JFET acts as a current source. So the value of VDS that establishes yung connection daw na yon is called, also referred as the pinch of voltage. And it's actually denoted as VP. Now, at this point, 'di ba, parang may narinig na tayo kanina ganito, 'di ba? Yun yung VGS off. Yan. So, in some references class, and some references, yung VGS off natin is actually same with VP. So, pareho lang siya. Okay? So, at pitch off, the two depletion regions with touch as shown in the figure below. So, yun yung kanina class na picture natin. Yan. So, yun yung sinabi ko kanina. Ayan, ito yun. Okay? So, kapag nag-touch yung dalawang depletion layer, yun yung pinch off na tinatawag. In actuality, yung term na pinch off is actually a misnomer daw kasi hindi naman ibig sabihin na nawawala yung ating um, yung ating ID or drain current. Ang nangyayari, ayan, this is already the case, ID maintains a saturation level defined as IDSS or the drain source saturation current. Kaya class IDSS. I is for current, D is for drain, S is for source, and the other S is for saturation. Okay? So in reality, mayroong maliit daw na channel na nag-exist dun sa gitnang part ng ating dalawang depletion layers na nag-touch, supposedly. So yung absence ng isang drain current kasi class would suggest that the potential difference is removed through the channel. Pero, imposibleng mangyari yun class. Kasi in-establish natin na masyado ng mataas yung pagkaka-reverse bias. And yung pagkaka-reverse bias na yun, mag-e-exist lang naman yun class kung, ayan, kung merong voltage na naka-attach. Okay? So, merong tayong parang contradiction doon, 'di ba? Kasi para masabi daw natin na 0 amperes or walang current kapagka pinch off, dapat walang voltage sa gate. Pero to start with, may voltage sa gate kaya na-establish class yung ating um, mawawala yung reverse bias. Okay? Ibig sabihin, walang VDD class. Yan, VDD pala yung sinasabi dito. In the first place, na-establish yung ating reverse bias because may VDD, may source of potential. Hindi pwede class na nag-move class ng ganun kalala yung ating depletion layer nang walang voltage na responsible dun. Okay? So when a negative voltage is applied within the gate source terminals, a constant current is achieved just like at VGS is equal to 0 volts. This time at a lower level of VDS. So at this point, meron na tayong value ng VGS, hindi na siya 0 volts. Kaya, hindi na class equal sa IDSS yung ating drain current. Ibig sabihin, hindi na siya maximum. Bababa na siya. Okay? Oops. Ayan. So, yan yung sinabi ko kanina. Yan. This also means that the pinch of voltage VP decreases slightly. Kasi, gusto natin yung VGS natin, negative siya class. Okay? So, negative. Okay? Yan. So, this also means that the pinch of voltage VP decreases slightly. This shows actually dito sa ating graph dito. So, as you can see, nung nag-apply na tayo ng VGS na 1 volt, ay negative 1 volt, ayan, yung ating curve, bumaba siya, indicating na bumaba yung ID class relative dun sa IDSS. And that is fine. Okay? Okay, so ito na yung bago nating ID. Ito yung ID class when VGS is equal to -1. Kapagka class, binaba natin ng binaba, ibig sabihin, ginawa nating -2, -3, -4, and so on and so forth. Bababa ng bababa yung class, yung ating ID. Okay? Or drain current. Ayan, mapapansin nyo, yan, bumababa siya ng bumababa. Up until ma-reach natin yung VGS off, which is yung time na magkakaroon na ng masyadong mababang current. Yan. So it's not necessarily it's not necessarily 0 amperes. So kung mapapansin nyo, actually dito may konti pang space, which indicates na hindi zero class yung ating drain current at VGS off. Okay? So always remember that. Yan. But like BJTs, ano ba? Iba na pala to. Ayan. Okay. Add lang ako doon, sabi niya dito, the effects of varying. Note also na yung figure 11, how the pinch of voltage continues to drop in a parabolic manner as VGS becomes more and more negative. Yun lang yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na bumababa yung ID or drain current habang bumababa yung VGS natin. Eventually daw, ah, ang mangyayari, yun nga, mare-reach niyo yung VGS off or yung negative VP class. Ayan. That is essentially 0 milliampere pero meron pa rin konti as we saw dun sa ating graph dito, 'di ba? May space pa na konti. May summary siya dito class yung lecture natin. The level of VGS that results in ID 0 milliampere is defined by VGS is equal to VP, with VP being a negative voltage for N-channel JFETs and a positive voltage for P-channel JFETs. So kanina yung mga rules na sinabi ko class for normal biasing condition, that is for N-channel JFETs. Kapag ka P-channel na yung pinag-uusapan, madali lang yun class, magbabaliktad lang. Okay? So yung kaninang yung mga positive magiging negative dapat, and then yung mga negative sa N-channel magiging positive naman sa P-channel. It's just a matter of flipping the signs. Okay? Pero yung mga values, pareho lang. On most specification sheets, the pinch of voltage is specified as VGS off rather than VP. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina na may encounter ninyo, hindi lang sa data sheet ha, pati sa mga ibang references. So dito sa ating references, si Grob, ang gamit niya ata is VGS off, pero si Boylestad, ang gamit niya VP. So pareho lang yan. Okay? Essential yon doon sa next topic natin, which is all about transfer characteristics. So sabi niya dito, unlike BJTs, no linear relationship exists between the input and the output of the JFET. Um, 'Di ba kasi if you remember class, no? Ayan, hindi ko ata siya napakita dito. Ayan, I was just checking. Sa BJT, we have this formula, 'di ba? Na sabi natin IC is equal to beta IB. If we were to graph this class, no, linear lang to. Kasi yung highest degree niya is 1, 'di ba? Yung beta na to, essentially for a specific transistor, constant lang yan, number lang yan. So halimbawa, meron tayong isang transistor, yung beta niya is 100. So yung formula natin, ayan, magiging siyang IC is equal to 100 IB. So, kung ipa-plot natin 'to class 'no, say for example, yung IC ko is the y-axis and then yung IB ko is the x-axis. Puwede ko i-transform 'to into y is equal to 100 x, 'di ba? This would give me a linear equation. So kapagka ginraph ko 'yan class sa isang Cartesian plane, ang makukuha ko lang, ayan, para siyang pa-ganito. Diba? Kung puro positive lang, ganyan lang. Straight line lang siya, linear siya class. So, ito yung aking line y is equal to 100x. Para lang to sa BJT or bipolar junction transistor. And yung simplicity na yun, ayan, helps us understand better yung relationship ng IC and IB. Bakit? Ayan. So, dahil ganun kasimple class yung graph niya, madali lang natin masabi yung kanyang relationship. Na kapag tinaasan ko yung IB ko, tataas din yung aking IC. Okay? So, halimbawa, ayan, tagtaas ako. Ayan, based sa graph, tataas din yung value ng IC ko. Linear siya, yung relationship. So, kapag ka magdi-decrease, ganun din. Diba? So, parang equal sila. Diba? Ayan. Or pareho or similar yung increase, madali natin siyang nade-define. So, kahit hindi natin siya i-compute, alam na natin na mag-i-increase siya or magde-decrease. Yan. Para yung sa IB at saka sa IC. Okay? Ngayon, paano siya kapag ka sa FET? Ayan. So, yung FET natin, hindi siya linear. Ayan. Walang linear relationship yung nag exist between doon sa input natin and output. So, para sa FET class, yung input natin would be the VGS, and then yung nagiging output natin would be yung ID natin. Because we said that FETs are voltage-controlled current source. So, kinokontrol natin yung VGS para maka-achieve tayo ng isang specific current. Ngayon, rather, the relationship between the JFET's input, VGS, and the output to class, ayan, sorry, this is output, ID, is defined by the Shockley's equation. So, ano ba yung Shockley's equation? The equation above is able to prove the previously state conditions for IDSS is equal to IDSS when VGS is equal to 0. Ito yung Shockley's equation class. Okay? Yan. So, yung control variable natin is yung VGS. Ito yung input natin. Diba? Ito yung kinokontrol natin. And then, yung constants natin, just as I mentioned earlier, IDSS and VP. Yung VP natin could be VGS of on other references. Pareho lang yun. Okay? Yan. And then, yung output natin would be ID. The equation above is able to prove the previously stated conditions where ID is equal to IDSS when VGS is equal to 0 volts. Na-discuss natin yan kanina. Kung gusto nyo, balikan nyo dito sa video kung kailan nangyayari yung IDSS. Nangyayari yun class sa point where VGS is equal to 0 volts. Let's try to prove that using the Shockley's equation. Malalaman ba natin yon? Yes, class. Yan, substitute natin. So, kung hindi siya binigay, isulat lang as is. Walang IDSS na sinabi, ayan. So, 1 minus VGS, ayan, 0 volts daw. And then, dapat yung makuha natin na ID would be IDSS. Ayan. Over, ayan, VP, wala namang binigay, squared. Ayan. So, dito, 0 volts to class, 0 divided by VP, kahit anong value ng VP yan, 0 pa rin to class. Anong mangyayari? Magiging 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. So, magiging IDSS quantity 1 squared lang to. And 1 squared is equal to 1. 1 times IDSS is IDSS. So, IDSS na lang yung natitira. And our equation becomes ID is equal to IDSS. O, yun na yun. Diba? Ito yun. Ano? Yan. So, na-achieve natin yung ganitong expression, ID is equal to IDSS, nung yung VGS natin is equal to 0 volts. O, diba? Ang galing. Diba? Ang galing. Yan. Using the Shockley's equation, we can plot yung values daw ng ID. Yan. With a given VGS. Yung tawag natin sa curve na yun would be the transfer curve or the transconductance curve. Pareho lang yan. Okay? Shown in figure 6.11, this is the figure that we want. So, kanina, sabi natin, kapag ka yung VGS natin is equal to 0, yung ID natin would be IDSS. So, ito yun. Okay, ayan. So yung buong y-axis natin is the ID axis or the drain current, and our x-axis would be in VGS, in volts. So this is for N channel, kaya kung makikita ninyo, nagne-negative yung ating VGS. Okay? At VGS of, yun yung point kung kailan yung ID natin is equal to 0, kaya ayan, nandito na siya sa ilalim. So yun yung dalawang limits natin, and depende class sa um, depende sa ating naso-solve na VGS or na-introduce na VGS, doon magdedepende yung ating ID. So for example, kung gusto ko ma-achieve yung 2.5 milliamperes class na ID, pwede ko siyang tignan dito graphically para malocate ko yung specific na VGS na kailangan ko para ma-achieve yung 2.5. So based on this, it's less than negative 2 volts. So para daw ma-achieve ko yung ID equal sa 2.5 milliampere based dito sa ating curve, kailangan ko daw ng VGS equal sa, let's just approximate, maybe that's negative 2.1 volts. Okay? So hindi natin to, actually masosolve natin to, uh, yan. Solve natin yan class, since meron tayong given na IDSS at saka VGS of, okay? So if I'm gonna solve that, if ever, ayan, so that's gonna be 10 milliamperes, 10 milliampere multiplied by 1 minus VGS. Actually, kailangan pala natin diyan ng algebra, 'di ba? Yan. Kasi VGS pa rin sina-solve natin. O approximate natin, sige. Negative 2.1 divided by negative 4. Negative. So, okay? Ay, what condition? Yan. Okay, so we can verify this using the Shockley's equation. Kasi Shockley's equation lang din naman yung ginamit to graph this one. Okay? So example ng Shockley's equation, apply natin yung Shockley's equation on some examples. And so dito sa number 1, and, pinapahanap niyo yung drain current para sa following VGS values. Given na yung IDSS natin is 10 milliamperes, and then yung ating VP is negative 4 or yung VGS of. Actually, ito pala yung sa ano, okay, solve din pala natin. Yan, yan, makikita na natin. So unahin daw natin VGS equal to 0 volts. Hanapin daw natin yung ID. So anong gagamitin natin dito? Shockley's equation. ID is equal to IDSS. Pero dito hindi na natin siya ipo-prove kasi na-establish na natin siya kanina when VGS is equal to 0 volts, ID is simply equal to IDSS. So na-solve na natin yan kanina. If you want to prove it on your own, just do it on your own. 10 milliamperes yan. Okay? Based din dun sa transfer curve, we can see that very clearly. Pero ito, hindi natin siya makikita clearly sa ating graph kasi baka magkaroon tayo ng inaccuracies sa pag-a-align. So gamitin natin yung Shockley's equation. ID is equal to IDSS 1 minus VGS over VP squared. So substitute, IDSS is 10 milliampere multiplied by 1 minus negative 0.5 volts all over negative, sorry, this is for volt. Cancel volts. So kung ikakalculate nyo yan, dapat ang makuha ninyo would be ID 7.65 milliampere. We can verify dun sa ating graph kanina. Ayan, kapag 7.5, 7.65 pala, negative 0.5 daw. Okay, so maybe dito siya sa taas na 'to. So, dapat medyo kalahati siya class nung ating. That's roughly it, I guess. Okay? Or uso pa siya banda dito. Ayan, medyo di ko alam yung ano, um, increment na ginamit niya. So, by 2.5 siya. Okay, so medyo complicated siya class. Okay? Okay. Okay. Next tayo, letter C. Paano naman daw kapag negative 1 volt plus yung VGS natin? Negative 1 volt. Again, we can use Shockley's equation. So, ito lang yun. Ayan. IDSS natin is 10 milliampere multiplied by 1 minus VGS natin would be negative 1 volt over negative 4 volt na VP. So, cancel V, pati yung negative magka-cancel. So, yung ID natin dito would be positive 5.62 milliamperes. Okay. Next, letter D. Paano naman kung negative 2 volts? Yan. Again, Shockley's equation. ID is equal to 10 milliampere. Quantity 1 minus negative 2 volts over negative 4 squared. So, yung ID natin dito will be equal to 2.5 milliampere. Ayan. Eksakto siya dun sa kanina, di ba? Sabi natin, negative 2.1. Hindi naman siya eksakto. Medyo may discrepancy ng quantity. And then letter E, VGS is equal to negative 3 volts. So, again, Shockley's equation, ID is equal to IDSS, 10 milliampere, quantity 1 minus negative 3 volts over negative 4 volts squared. So, dapat ang makuha nyo dyan would be 0.0625 milliampere. At that point, medyo sumasayad na siya sa 0. Yan, medyo malapit na siya sa 0, no? And then kapag ginawa pa natin mas negative class yung VGS, mas lalapit na yan sa 0 natin. Then, last example for our Shockley's equation. Find the level of VGS that will result with a drain current 4.5 milliampere for the device with IDSS 8 milliamperes and VP negative 4. Ito class, medyo baliktad na. Gagamit tayo dito ng algebra. I hope you find ways on how to do this on your own. And kasi ayoko yung, di ba, sabi ko naman sa inyo, ayoko yung direct substitution lang. So, medyo kailangan nyo ng elementary mathematics dito, class. Elementary. Which means basic, actually. So, dito, substitute lang natin yung given natin. Meron tayong ID, 4.5 milliampere. IDSS is 8 milliampere. So, let's write that. 1 minus VGS natin is yung pinapahanap. So, re-retain natin siya and then given tayo ng VP, negative 4 volts squared. Now, the job that we have to do here is to isolate VGS so that we can find its value. When we say isolate, siya na lang dapat ang matira sa isang side ng equation. So, how are we gonna do that? We first eliminate yung nakamultiply dito sa ating right side ng equation. So, yung nakamultiply, dito sa buong quantity na nakapaloob si VGS kasama yung square is yung 8 milliampere. Okay? Okay, hindi pa natin matatanggal yung mga nasa loob ni parenthesis. Ayan. Kasi, sa loob ng parenthesis ni VGS, kasi may square dito. So, we have to eliminate that square first. So, when we're done with that, magka-cancel nun si 8 tsaka si milliampere. Dito sa right side ng equation, we will be left with 4.5 milliampere over 8 milliampere is equal to yung quantity 1 minus VGS over negative 4 volts squared. Ito yun. Tatanggalin ko muna yung square dito, class, by getting the square root of both sides. When that happens, matatanggal yung square root and then yung square. Mangyayari na lang sa right side ng equation would be 1 minus VGS over negative 4 volts. Wala na yung square. And then, dito sa left side ng equation, ayan, mariretain yung square root natin. Yan. Okay? Tanggalin ko na yung parenthesis kasi wala siyang use dito sa ating expression sa right side. So, ano yung susunod kong gagawin dito sa ating equation? So, tatanggalin ko yung plus class na 1. So, itatranspose ko siya. So, positive to kasi naka-plus, di ba? So, magiging minus siya. Okay? So, iba yung sa format ni lecture. What it did here is pinerform mo na yung operation dito kay 4.5 milliampere over 8 milliampere and then getting the square root. Sabi daw niya dyan, makukuha niya yung 0.75. So, I think that's the better path to take. Kasi medyo complicated ng type C square root of 4.5 milliampere. So, para lang hindi kayo mahirapan, sige, solve na natin yun. So, that should be 0.75. That's unitless kasi makakancel yung milliampere. Okay? Yeah. So, that's equal to 1 minus VGS over negative 4 volts. So, next. Ayan, dyan pala itatranspose C. I'm sorry, ayan. Tama, okay. Itatranspose C, negative VGS over negative 4. Ayan, my mistake. Ayan. And then, itatranspose C, 0.75 sa kabila. So, mangyari doon, magiging VGS over negative 4 pa rin yan. Okay? Kasi, yung mag-iiba ng sign is ito. Okay? So, yung idadamay itong negative sa ilalim, as is lang yan. Ito dapat, nakalabas na sign yung mag-iiba. Okay? And then 1 minus, kasi positive yung 0.75 before we transpose it. Okay? So, the only thing left here to get VGS would be multiplying both sides by negative 4, which is yung ginawa class ng ating sa lecture. Now, be careful here, yung pag-multiply natin ng negative 4, dito sa right side ng equation, has to be para dun sa buong 1 minus 0.75. So, dapat distributed yung class. So, please, lagay nyo ulit or ibalik nyo class yung kanyang grouping symbol pagka mag-multiply kayo both sides. When that happens, maka-cancel na yung negative 4 volts dito sa ating left side ng equation. And finally, we can get VGS, and that would only equal 1 minus 0.75, which is 0.25 or 1/4 multiplied by negative 4, which is negative 1 volts. I'm sorry, negative 1 volt. Final answer. Okay? You can absolutely use other ways, other mathematical processes. Algebra lang naman yun. That's the beauty of math. It doesn't have to be one way. There's a bunch of ways to do things. Okay? So as long as you arrive with the same and correct answer, okay, wala tayong problema dyan. Okay? So I guess that's the end for this video, which is actually just the second third of this discussion. So, and Next discussion will involve biasing techniques. Although we already know yung conditions na required for our JFET to work, siyempre gusto nating i-refine yun para mas ma-maximize natin yung current na kaya niyang ibigay. So, pag-aaralan na natin yun sa specific biasing techniques natin for junction, field effect, transistors. Until then, I'll say goodbye and I'll see you again on our next discussion. Hopefully, the last for field effect transistors. Take care, everyone, wherever you are, because this is still part of the alternative learning modality. Keep safe and keep healthy. I'll see you all when I see you. Bye.